Good morning, Straight Jesuit. I'm Evan Ford. It's currently day 5 on your schedule, November 2nd, 2021. Next up is Thomas Hatfield and Landon Foltz for CSN Sports Desk.
Hello and welcome to CSN Sports Desk. I'm Thomas Hatfield.
And I'm Landon Foltz.
We have a lot to talk about today. Let's get it started with hockey. So hockey is continuing their undefeated season as they won 7-0 over Tomball on Sunday. Darshan Patel and Carter Kipp both had 2 goals. William Mihalik, Michael Martinez, and Logan Graham also scored as well, and goalie Misha Saratovstev had his second shutout of the season on just 14 shots, so a great effort there from the defense. They now sit at 2nd place in the ISHL Southern Division. The next game is this Friday against Ridge Point at the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center, so be sure to make it out for that. Puck drop is at 6:10 p.m.
And aquatics is still making waves this year. Last Thursday, both JV and varsity competed versus Stratford. It was the windiest swim meet we have ever hosted. Isaac Al-Ramahi won the 100 IM and the 50 breast. Kenan Jones dropped a huge time to touch in first in the 50 freestyle as well. Noah Kim had an excellent 50 fly time as well too. Jack Magnus took first in the 50 backstroke. Carter Abel got third in the 50 breaststroke. So overall, a fantastic swim meet from the Crusaders.
Yeah, now moving over to football, and they had their big statement win of the year, 63-21, an absolute dismantling of Alvin on the road, so quite the performance there. Bryce Fusick had another outstanding performance, going 13 for 17 with 311 yards and 5 touchdowns, and no interceptions, which is a first for him this year, and that is definitely promising. Joel Crawford had 8 carries for 87 yards and 2 touchdowns, not to mention Giacomo Valente, who had 3 carries for 26 yards and a touchdown. Leland Smith was the receiver of the day with 3 catches for 121 yards and 2 touchdowns, and Bryce Lanier had his breakout performance with 3 catches for 66 yards and a touchdown. Holden Maples and Will Taylor also had touchdown receptions. This week, their final regular season game is a must-win for them against Elsik, which you can catch live right here at 7 p.m. on Friday, right here on Crusader Sports Network. And as I said, it's a must-win game because they can still make it into the playoffs with a win. Here is the scenario. If Jesuit wins and A-Leaf Taylor loses, then the Crusaders will be in despite the tie records of the 2 teams, but they will still make it in based on point differential. It's the last home game, so it will be senior night, and it won't only be senior night for the football team, but also for CSN as well, as it will be the last football broadcast for many of our seniors here at CSN. They've helped us out a lot over the years, and we really can't thank them enough. They've put in so much work to really make CSN what it is, so a big shout out to those guys.
Yeah, definitely getting pretty crazy over there at football, and we have some great golf news as well. The JV golf team with freshmen Connor Ayers, Hager Davis, Noah Kim, Jacob Leach, and Alexander Ferreira finished 4th out of 12 teams in the JV division. Davis led the bunch with a 77 overall, and the team scored 334, which is a stellar performance for a team made up of all freshmen for such a young group of guys. They were just 2 strokes behind the other true JV teams in the tournament, so close to a medal.
Yeah, now moving on to our final sport that we're going to cover today, and that's the next big season that's starting. That is basketball. They have released their schedule for this year. Go check it out on the Straight Jesuit Basketball Instagram page if you have not already. And it is quite the start to the season. Taking on Memorial on November 16th at home, so that's a big matchup right off the bat. And we will be looking to bring you that game live here on CSN, so stay tuned for those updates. And that's all we have for you this week here on CSN Sports Desk. I'm Thomas Hatfield.
I'm Landon Foltz.
We thank you for watching, and we will see you on Friday.
Speaking of sports, here's some photos from the Straight Jesuit Football Challenger game. Next, SJET interviews some guys with some Halloween-themed questions. Let's see what they have to say.
Ahoy, Crusaders! I'm Martin Mejia, and I'm here during community time to ask some of you Halloween-themed questions. What's your favorite Halloween candy?
I gotta say Reese's.
What is the most interesting thing that's happened to you on Halloween?
1 year when I was in middle school, I almost got hit by a car while I was crossing the street.
Your theme for your costume?
Tropical.
I like it. All right. What are you based on?
The hot seat guy.
Water.
Skittles or M&M's?
Skittles.
What's your theme?
I'm a ghoul.
Ah, Pope! Pope! Record. Okay. My question is, why does the Pope have a cigar in his mouth? We're chasing the Pope right now. Pope is avoiding all questions. I gotta know. What does the Pope have to say about Halloween? What is your favorite Halloween tradition?
I don't know.
Not trick-or-treating night. What about you?
It's scaring little kids.
What is your favorite part about Halloween?
I like visiting random people's houses for no reason.
Senor Elmo. Or both of y'all. Okay. What is your favorite thing about Halloween?
Taking candy from babies.
Taking candy from babies.
That is a good point, yeah.
Okay. Favorite candy?
I don't have one. What is it? The ones that come from babies.
All right. And last question. Reese's Cups or Reese's Pieces?
Reese's Babies.
Pope, I gotta know. What is your opinion on a Halloween tradition?
I love it.
Okay, what about trick-or-treating?
I love it.
What is your favorite Halloween candy?
Kit Kats.
What's the inspiration behind your costumes?
What'd you say?
What's the inspiration behind your costumes?
We're the Rally Nuns, and we want the Astros to win, so we're praying very hard for it.
Woo!
Let's go Astros! Beat the Braves!
Favorite Halloween candy?
Chocolate.
What's your favorite Halloween candy?
100-gram bar.
What is your costume based on?
The Emperor of Rome.
Does the Joker make people laugh?
He makes people cry.
Pope, why do you have a cigar?
Oh!
What's your costume based on?
I'm an alien.
He's an alien. What planet are you from?
Cheeseburger.
Thank you, Crusaders, for tuning in, and this is Martine with Man on the Street, signing off.
Next, we invited some teachers to play some virtual reality games. Let's see how that went.
Demonic robots. Hello? Hello?
What? They get a bit quirky at night? Yep, I've got goosebumps already. This is not gonna go well. I'm so uncomfortable right now. You do not. Oh, okay. He's over there in the restrooms.
Now that wouldn't be so bad if the suits themselves weren't filled with cross beams, wires, and...
Did I die?
I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna lose power. Yep, I lost.
Well, you might have it might click 6 a.m.
I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna look.
You did it! It flipped 6 a.m.
I am sufficiently scared.
That was a big dude right there, right?
Yeah, I'm just mentally preparing myself for what I'm putting myself through again. All right, so percentage-wise, I'm doing well then. What was that? What is that? What is that? What is this? Not that.
Nothing there, so open that door, right? How long do I have to stay?
Oh! I'm not gonna lie, I also farted there. I literally just pooped my pants.
You did it.
I did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like this. Oh my gosh. Where did he come from? There's really sweat coming out of it. I'm crying. No, I don't want to do this again. Okay, you don't have to. No. We're not going to make it. We're not going to make it.
Actually, honestly, not as scary looking down and seeing nothing as it was standing next to an edge. I'm pretty good at identifying birds. See those right there? Those are all birds. Let's go. Did I just come up this way? I did it bad. Wasn't I like all the way over there? I swear I went all the way over there. Where was I supposed to go? Oh, jeez. This is bad. It's a gopher! Or is that a bear that's really far away? They're everywhere! How's that not burning my fingers off? It's like a braided steel line. I feel like I should be yodeling. Like, if I was gonna be yodeling somewhere, isn't this the place? Yo-dee-dee-dee-oh-dee-dee-oh-dee-dee-oh. You know that one? Yo-dee-dee-dee-oh. I'm gonna regret this. Yo-dee-dee-oh. Oh, geez. Now this makes me uncomfortable. Give me them gophers. I guess I should probably look around. That's what you're supposed to do, right, when you're climbing out. Ooh, this is, ooh. It's nice that they're letting me like stay up here, you know, I earned this.
Thanks to all the teachers. Next we have season 3, episode 6 of my favorite segment, The Hot Seat, with Mr. Boyer. Let's see what he has to say.
Welcome back. Today we're here with the 6th episode of the 3rd season of SJET's The Hot Seat, a show where we rapid fire questions to get to know the SJ faculty. Today I'm here with Mr. Boyer. Who are you?
Brett Boyer.
Where are you from?
Houston, Texas.
How long have you been a Jesuit?
This is my 2nd year teaching here.
How do you find us?
Well, I went to school here.
What do you teach?
I teach AC Algebra 2 and multivariable calculus.
Which section is your favorite AC Algebra 2 section?
Well, I love them all equally.
Who's the most intimidating teacher at Strake?
Well, have you ever seen Miss Smith get mad? I certainly don't want to be on the other end of that.
What's your favorite thing about your job?
I'd say how dynamic it is. Like, there's always something that I can do better or, you know, just be better at.
In a zombie apocalypse, if you had to go somewhere to hide and you could only take one teacher with you, where would you go and who would you take?
So I would take Father Wagenka to the RLC so that he can give me last rites.
Good answer. Who would win in a fight, you or Dr. Berger?
Well, that's really not even a question. It's me.
What was your favorite class in high school and why?
So my favorite was probably Mr. Kubis's English class senior year. not because like I love English or anything, but because that class was the first one that got me to like appreciate English as a subject and why we study it.
What was your least favorite class in high school?
AP World History. Only class in the entirety of my academic career I got less than a B in.
Who taught it?
Mr. Alzine.
Who's your favorite teacher?
In college, it was a professor of mine named Dr. Larson, and here it was Dr. Berger.
From Jackson Swoboda, how does it feel coming back as a teacher?
Well, since that's from Jackson, I'll say that's a better question than he ever asked in my class last year. I would probably say it's a little surreal, if I'm honest. Because the place is the same, I have a lot of memories associated with things, but you know, obviously I'm here to teach instead of be a student. So sometimes that clash, like, it'll get to me for a second, but then usually I'm able to kind of just snap back and get into what I'm here to do.
Where'd you go to college?
Texas A&M.
Where do you want to go to college?
I didn't really have like anywhere I particularly wanted to go. I just applied to like 5 schools and A&M was the best one I got into.
Use epsilon and delta to prove that the limit as x approaches 2 of 4x squared minus x plus 50 equals 36.
You got a whiteboard?
No.
Well, then let's pass.
What's the lowest test grade you've given?
If you got it, you know.
Tell us about your blue hair phases.
Yeah, so in college, I dyed my hair blue twice. I don't remember why I did it the second time, but the first time, my girlfriend had just broken up with me, so I guess, I don't know, it was like, I wanted attention or something, I don't know. But those were the only 2 times in my life I was willingly clean shaven, because I didn't want to also dye a beard blue.
What's your favorite tower in BTD, and why is it the tack shooter?
Because the tack shooter looks like that diagram of directional derivatives from our textbook.
What's your favorite sport?
Football.
How do you feel about students stalking your Twitter?
Like, don't you have homework or something to do?
From Jacob Murray, what's your Twitch name?
Okay, I don't know why y'all keep thinking this. I don't stream on Twitch. Even if I told you, you're not gonna find anything interesting.
What's your hidden talent?
So if you're squeamish, you might wanna look away for a second.
Who's your favorite artist or band?
Favorite all-time artist, probably Eminem.
What's your favorite video game?
Breath of the Wild.
From Camilo Riascos, what's your favorite notation for partial derivatives?
So it's gotta be the DABA, or for the uncultured among you, that's the curly D.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Tell us about the thermite incident.
For legal reasons, pass.
What's your favorite SJET segment?
This one.
What's the quality you admire most in the SJ student body?
Probably brotherhood.
Who's your favorite guy in advisory?
So here is the entirety of my advisory except for Aiden, and then here's Aiden.
From Diego Olivero, what was your worst nightmare?
So this wasn't exactly a nightmare, but I remember once when I was little, I had like an incident of sleep paralysis. So I remember being like kind of awake and completely unable to move and what felt like completely unable to breathe. Yeah, I was utterly terrified, so probably that.
What's your biggest goal?
Finish the master's program I'm in.
What's your littlest goal?
Finish this segment.
Who's your inspiration?
My dad.
What's the #1 thing on your bucket list?
Probably going skydiving.
What's your favorite item on the Sage Dining menu?
So when I was a student, it was either mac and cheese pizza or shrimp fried rice. Now, basically just whatever's in the hotline. It's all pretty good.
What do you do for fun?
I go running in the morning before school.
From Daniel Lee, can you cough into your mic? What thing can you not live without?
Like the typical Zoomer, I'm gonna say my phone.
What's the best piece of advice you've gotten or lesson you've learned?
Smile at everyone you meet because you never know who needs to see it today.
And finally, who are you gonna nominate for the next episode of The Hot Seat?
All right, well, math department, I'm sorry, we're keeping it rolling. Miss Ruby, you're up next.
Well guys, thanks for watching The Hot Seat. Thanks to everyone who submitted questions, and make sure to submit your questions for Miss Ruby. See you next time.
Yeah, we do.
That's all the content we have for you today, Straight Jesuit. The next advisory show will be November 16th. I'm Evan Ford of Xavier House. Yes, sir. And see you next time. Thanks, Straight Jesuit. That's all for today. And we are
Evan Ford! Doors up!